Good morning, everybody. It's Monday morning. I'm Jeff Ealing. The hurricane still a problem in Louisiana and Mississippi.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think Elita mentioned it. I'm Rita Garcia, by the way. Elita mentioned it. It's going to be a problem for the next couple of days as well. Many people waking up as well in our area who evacuated New Orleans. So Elita, why don't you go ahead and take it away, because this is going to be an issue for the next couple of days.
For sure. I mean, this is a situation here where the rain is still ongoing across the same areas that are waterlogged, and folks can't leave their home because yes, it's still flooding, but there's still the potential for some debris wafted around with some damaging winds still in the forecast. Dangerous storm surge. That onshore wind is still blowing between 40, 50, even 60 mile per hour gusts. It is still a tropical storm. There are still tropical storm warnings in effect along the immediate coastline, but the center of circulation is now well in through Mississippi. Its movement not very fast, moving toward the north at about 8 miles per hour, and this isn't one of those storm systems that's just going to accelerate and blow out of here. Unfortunately, this may take another day or so before we start to see some really big improvements across the Louisiana area. But along with the heavy rain potential, the flash flooding issues, severe thunderstorms possible. We may be dealing with some of these supercell storms that could spawn tornadoes. That's why there's a tornado watch extending all the way into Mississippi, Alabama, and even along the Alabama, Florida, western fringes there of the Panhandle, those tornado watches through the afternoon. Now, when you take a look at the future track or the forecast cone, by Tuesday morning should become a tropical depression. Then Tuesday evening, this is pushing toward the mid-Tennessee Valley. Unfortunately, significant flash flooding potentially for these areas. And then by the end of the week, there could be some significant flooding portions of Pennsylvania, Washington, D.C., New York City. We will still be talking about Ida by the end of the week. It's not going to be until we get into the weekend where we finally start to see it offshore. So again, next couple of days, we are going to see some improvements across the deep south. Unfortunately, those rains are going to be ongoing for our neighbors to the north. Here's a look at what Ida's doing for us. The winds have definitely dropped off along the coastline. We've got more of an offshore wind, and so with that offshore wind, that wind coming in out of the north, we're seeing some development. These are the outer feeder bands, the southern periphery of of Ida. We're going to see some of this moisture getting wrapped around later on this afternoon. So from starting off with mostly sunny conditions to partly cloudy skies, I think inland areas from Houston northward, that rain chance less than 20%. But those of you along the immediate coast, south and west of Houston, there's about a 20 to 30% chance of slightly higher chance you'll get a cooling downpour. And really, it's going to be all about the heat with those temperatures still in the upper 90s. And I know some of you are wondering, hey, it doesn't feel quite as humid when you step outside this morning. Unfortunately, with that northerly breeze, it is a slightly drier wind that heats up more efficiently. So that's why temperatures are actually going to top out, if not hotter than what we saw over the weekend, nearing triple digits for some of our friends on the west side of town. We'll talk about the numbers and also the latest on our local weather here for the upcoming work week and school week coming up.
Hey, Elita, I got to tell you, I'm a little bit surprised that this storm is going so slowly, given the fact that it went so quickly. You know, it was moving at like 15 miles an hour at one point, you know, as it reached southern Louisiana. And now to wake up this morning and going through the satellite images and thinking, wow, it's still there.
Yeah, now that it's moving over land and the steering wind isn't as strong, we are seeing it slow down a bit. Thankfully, it is moving, and we're not seeing a Harvey situation. It's not stalling. It's not moving 1 or 2 miles per hour. It is moving at 8. So if there is any good news on that front, it's the fact that we are seeing it move.
All right. Thanks so much. All right, let's get up to Sky 13.